Hi everyone, my name is Anna, and in this video today I will show you how I restored an old rusty outdoor light fixture to look like this, with some primer, paint, and a little bit of effort. If you would like to learn how, please stick around. So today I decided to restore an old outdoor light fixture. As you can see right now, it's in pretty bad shape. I will attempt to clean it, sand it, and spray paint it. We'll see what it looks like afterwards. I'm hoping to make it look like new again so that I don't have to buy a replacement. First, I cleaned the glass panels. Look at the difference. Now you can actually see through them. I carefully washed them and wiped them dry with a microfiber cloth. Next, I'm going to clean the body of the lantern. I got some soapy water and a wet rag, and I'm just going to start wiping off all the grime and debris, going piece by piece. Oh, I didn't realize these pieces could be removed completely. I'm doing it right now. So I'm just giving it a good cleaning, going over all the surfaces and scrubbing the best I can. It takes a little bit of time considering this dirt has been accumulating over many years. I pay attention to large rusty areas and scrub them really well. It will make sanding a little easier. The chain is definitely a problem area. It is difficult to clean the rusty chain links, but hopefully the sanding will take care of it. Now I'm cleaning out the channels that will be holding the glass panels when I slide them back in, and making sure that they're free of debris and gunk. At this point, I've wiped down all the surfaces with a soapy rag. Now the lantern parts are free of any visible debris. Now I'm going to grab an old toothbrush and go back over any hard to reach areas, trying to get any dirt left. I'm going to sand the lantern with a piece of sanding paper, 100 grade. I'm just going to fold it in half and see how it turns out. It's a good thing that there are not many rusty spots on the lantern itself, so that I don't have to do much sanding here. Just smooth out the surface. And again, I've come to the problem area, which is the chain. As you can see here, the chain is covered in rust. I'm going to sand the chain down the best I can, just trying to remove any roughness and mainly the big flakes of rust such as this. sanding is done, I'm going to spray the light fixture with a rust reformer, which converts rust into a smooth paintable finish. Here you can see the left side is already sanded, the right side has not been sanded yet. Just a few quick movements with the sandpaper and you're good to go. Here I have my clean light fixture, and now I can start painting. But first I'm going to cover and tape off the parts that I do not want spray painted. So we have the piece where the light bulb screws in and the wires that will be connected to the electric. I'm not sure if it's the proper way, but the best idea I came up with was to take a piece of saran wrap and just carefully wrap it around the wires like so. All I'm trying to do is just trying to protect the wires from getting the paint on them. To protect the light bulb piece, I just took some painter's tape and going to wrap it around as well. Now everything is prepped, the pieces that need protection are protected, and I'm ready to start spray painting. The next step is spray painting. What paint am I using? For the first coat, I'm going to spray on this rust reformer. Rust-Oleum claims that it instantly converts rust to paintable surface. We'll see how that works. My light fixture did not have a whole lot of rust except on the chain, but this probably won't hurt. The instructions on the back of the can say to shake it for a minute, which I've already done. For the next two coats, I will use Rust-Oleum American Accents Metallic Paint and Primer in bronze color. I'm very excited to see what this transformation looks like. I'm spray painting in my garage, and to protect the wall from overspray, I covered it with a piece of cardboard. Luckily, I also had this cardboard packaging piece. We just bought a new pool pump, and the pool pump box had these cardboard pieces in there. I have to say it came pretty handy for spray painting. Maybe you can find something similar. Here you can see I already spray painted one piece. It's one of the pieces that holds up the glass panels. Here I have right next to it the unpainted piece. Spraying on the rust reformer turns the items black. The rust reformer spray is pretty easy to use. I just press the red nozzle and spray in quick motions. Right now I'm going to demonstrate how I do it. Let's take another unpainted piece. Shaking the primer a little bit more and going in swift motions, I spray painted this piece in just a few seconds. And I will continue spraying until the whole fixture is covered. I'm going to let the rust reformer to dry. Do you see it's still shiny? That means that it's still wet. As soon as this side is dry, I'm going to turn it over and spray on the other side. Over here the paint looks pretty matte as it's already dry. I'm going to turn it upside down and spray on the other side. On this piece with the wires, I'm going to hold the wires up and spray around them. Now I have the biggest part of the fixture left along with the chain, so we just do the same thing. Now check this out, I just painted this piece. Look how shiny it still is. The paint is still wet. Next, spray painting the piece that mounts on the ceiling. And last but not least is the chain. I got the first coat of the rust reformer done. I will allow it to dry, and in about 20 minutes it should be dry to the touch. In about 3 hours it should be completely dry and ready for the bronze paint. 3 hours have passed, everything is now dry. I'm going to spray on the actual bronze paint. Again, this is the spray paint I'm using, Rust-Oleum Metallic Bronze. I followed the instructions on the back of the can and shook it for about a minute first. Now I can start painting. And of course, if you're spray painting, make sure that the area you're in is well ventilated. I'm going to paint it the same way as with the rust reformer. Now I've spray painted the whole thing, including the body and the chain of the fixture. And lastly, I'm going to spray paint these little guys, which will be holding together the vertical pieces for the glass panels. They are pretty easy to paint. I take 3 at a time, put them together, a couple sprays, and they're painted. After this first coat of bronze paint dries, I will apply the second coat in a couple hours. Here I've applied the second coat, and now I'm waiting for the whole thing to dry over 24 hours so that I can put it back together. So far I like how it turned out really well. The newly painted surfaces look amazing. The finish is a beautiful bronze color and very smooth. It looks completely brand new. I have 2 more outdoor light fixtures and will probably do the same thing with them. Now the paint is completely dry and I'm going to put the light together. First things first, removing the blue painter's tape. And now let's put things back together for real. The top piece is ready. I tightened the top screw-on caps really well so that these vertical pieces do not flap around and form the rigid shape that I need in order to insert the glass panels. Afterwards, the ring piece will go on the bottom and will be held securely in place with the screw-on caps. I already got 1 panel in, working on the second glass panel. Nice and steady. Yay, I was able to get them all in without breaking. And now on with the last piece. I'm trying to make sure that the holes in the ring line up with the screws. And here's the finished product. I put everything back together, tightened all the caps, and now it can be hung outside. I'm absolutely thrilled with how this transformation turned out. I love the fixture. Hope you enjoyed this video as well and became inspired.